Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video. Today is Monday and today I thought that I would do like a little bit of a fitness update. I haven't done one of these even on my Instagram. It kind of like holds me accountable. I'm going to talk about what my current goals are, where I am currently, and then how I'm going to achieve those goals. I also feel like if you guys have similar goals, you can follow along with me and maybe use some of the tips or the strategies that I'm using for your guys' goals too. I feel like really naked right now, and I think it's just because I'm doing this fitness update, but it feels really weird. Like I'm just sitting here in my Calvin Klein underwear and I don't know, it just feels weird. In almost exactly a month, I'll be going to Italy for vacation and I'm freaking stoked. But I also want to lose like a little bit of weight, and not necessarily just focus on weight, but like just shrink a little bit. I promise you I have plenty of fat that I hold, and I'll show you in the fitness update where I hold my fat. Right now I am 134 pounds. So that is the most that I've been in 2.5, almost 3 years. The past like month and a half, I've been doing sort of a bulk. I wanted to put on a little bit of muscle, so I was eating around 1,900 to 2,100 calories. I put on a good amount of muscle. So my specific goals right now are to lose around like 5 pounds in this next month, which is a little bit rigorous. Like they say a pound a week is healthy, but for me that's pretty difficult. And I don't know if it's because a lot of my body composition is made out of muscle, but it is pretty hard for me to drop 5 pounds. That takes a ton of dedication. If you've been following my Instagram for a while, you would know that I was doing intermittent fasting before I moved, and then when I went through the moving process, I kind of got out of whack there and I stopped doing it. But I absolutely love intermittent fasting. I was doing the fasting for 16 hours and eating for that 8-hour window. I'm currently fasting again. I start eating at 12 and then I stop eating at 8 p.m. I'm not a huge fan of fad diets at all. In fact, I don't really like them. But I do believe that you should do whatever works best for you, because weight loss is all about being in a caloric deficit. So if doing a certain diet is easiest for you to be in a deficit, then more power to you. For me, intermittent fasting is best because I tend to late night snack, and I feel like when I'm eating early in the morning and late at night, I just end up eating so many calories because I'm constantly hungry and snacking. Guys, my hair has gotta go up. Like, it is a legitimate lion's mane today. So in addition to intermittent fasting, I'm obviously in a caloric deficit because that's what's actually gonna make me lose weight. And I was eating around 1,700, but the scale was not dropping quite fast enough for me to be where I wanna be in a month. So I'm now dropping to 1,400, which I really don't suggest unless you have goals that you wanna reach really, really fast. But even then, I don't really like it, just because when you drop your calories that low, you're basically bringing your metabolism down pretty far. So when you are eating on vacation like a hog, you're gonna end up putting on a lot more weight than you would have if you would have had the time to do a reverse diet. But because of the circumstances, I'm not where I want to be, and I don't want to do a reverse diet because I don't think that I would lose the weight that I'm wanting to lose in that amount of time. If any of you are unsure of how to be in a caloric deficit, literally just Google TDEE. That stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure, and that will tell you how many calories you burn just if you were to just lay in bed all day. And then it will give you a rough estimate of how many calories you burn depending on your activity levels a day. So if you're lightly active, if you're pretty sedentary, if you're extremely active, obviously your calories are gonna go up much more and your deficit will be still a pretty good amount of calories. I'm gonna leave a link below in the description box for you guys to calculate your TDEE. In terms of a workout split, I am working out 6 days a week. I'm doing legs 3 times a week. So legs are on Monday usually. And then on Tuesday, I'm doing shoulders. Wednesday is legs and glutes. And then Thursday is back. Friday is biceps, a little bit of chest and triceps. And then Saturday is legs again. And I've also upped my cardio. So I'm doing 20 minutes of cardio 4 times a week. I actually prefer like steady state cardio. I also like to do cardio before weights just because it keeps my heart rate elevated throughout the entire workout. I moved the camera because I feel like it looked weird on my face. Or maybe it's just my face, I don't know. I took my hair down because I feel like I looked kind of strange in the ponytail too. Anyway, so mental health is a huge part of the process when it comes to your fitness journey, and because this is a fitness update, I feel like I should update you guys on where I am mentally too. Bulking this past month was honestly really hard on me mentally because I'd worked so hard to get to being so lean at one point that seeing the weight go up on the scale that hasn't been that high in years was extremely difficult for me. I just want to place an emphasis too on the fact that the number on the scale is not what defines you whatsoever. It also does not account for the fact that you may be putting on a ton of muscle, and that is why the scale goes up. If you guys don't know this, muscle weighs 3 times more than fat. During the bulking process, I tracked my body fat too. I have a body fat reader, and my body fat only went up 0.8%, but my weight went up almost 10-11 pounds. Although I know that a lot of it was muscle, it was still pretty hard to see the scale go up. And that's something that I don't like to admit because I know that the scale is just a number, but there's a side of me that also likes to be leaner, and that's just my preference. To be completely honest, lately when I've been waking up, that's when I weigh myself. It's been pretty difficult because I feel like the scale hasn't been moving in the right direction fast enough, and that part is mentally hard. As hard as it is to keep pushing and to stay in a caloric deficit and to not eat all the good foods that you want to eat every single day, if you continue at it and you do not give up, I promise you will see the results that you've been wanting to see. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of a 360 and show you guys where I am physique-wise. I definitely have areas that I really want to improve on, especially my upper hamstrings and the glute hamstring tie, and then also cinching in my waist a tad bit more because it is a little bit bigger than what I'm used to, and then slightly toning up my arms a bit more as well. Although I'm the strongest that I've ever been, I'm definitely far from the leanest. So I'm beginning my hardcore cut today, and I'm starting at 1400 calories. So if you guys want to follow along, go follow my Instagram at Audrey Adams Fitness, and then each week I'll do maybe a little bit of an update in the Sunday series. I'm gonna end the video here because I don't want to get it too long like my Sunday episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, leave them below. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.